Owa tagu sayam. Owa tagu sayam. Oh, what a goose I am. Oh my gosh. I figured I would try saging the area. You have no idea the trouble I've had with this video. Um, Microphone died, phone died, charged the microphone, no sound halfway through the video. So I thought maybe somebody's got a voodoo doll. let me do, let me sage the area. I don't know. I'm just being silly, of course. Well, here's something that I rarely see. It's a jewelry jar from my Goodwill. My local Goodwill, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with. Um, they have some good stuff, and then they have some stuff that's just way overpriced. They don't typically have much jewelry. I did pick up quite a bit of jewelry when they first reopened. They had a fire or some such thing, and I did really well the first couple of times I went, but then just not fantastic. So I do pop by there every now and then just because, you know, I'm doing the rounds with the thrift stores and whatnot. And I found this little jewelry jar, $19.99. Although I should have, now that I'm seeing this, where'd it go? Said, gee, it says 49 cents. I wouldn't do that. But it looks like we got a lot of crumbs in here. I really see, look, we got that little tiny earring. I doubt there's going to be anything fantastic. I do like this guitar on this leather bracelet, so we'll see what that's about. And I thought I saw a little earring in here on the bottom that interested me, but other than that, I don't know. It'll be fun to go through, right? A little small one. So let me get a scissor and cut it open. And I just got a text message from Jeff as well, so I gotta go check and see what he said. Be right back. Well, he was just responding to my text message. I forgot I had texted him. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you're brand new, I hope that you have a good time today watching the video. And if you've been around for a while, hi, hope everything is going well. Of course, I'll invite you to subscribe to the channel. But this is my least favorite part, to invite people to subscribe and ask you to please like the video. But it does really help out if you can just take 2 seconds and just hit that like button on here. That would be fantastic. But other than that, let's get rolling. There is a lot of dirt on this plastic. Kind of gross. So let me leave that stuck on there and we'll throw that away. A couple of little things I'm going to just pick off so that we can get to it here. Oh, look at that. That's kind of gross. Oh, I don't know if that was in the window or not for you to see. You didn't miss much. It's just that tape sticking to the leather. And hopefully this little thingy doesn't get too gooey from the tape they have on there, because I'll reuse it for my booth. I like to put jewelry in different things other than just jars. Although, perfectly honest with you, the jars are doing better, just like the ball jars, you know, the canning jars, than I had put some in coffee cups and whatnot. I guess because people like to see what they're getting. All right, so got that plastic off. Ugh, gosh. All right. Sorry about that. Got my act together. Seems like we have a whole bunch of backs that seem pretty new. Oh, no. Well, I'll check them out later. This is one thing that I wanted to see. I wonder if that is this is the property of, or some sort of signature. I don't know. All right, I'm going to try this one more time. I had grabbed the wrong microphone, and I have 2 that came with the microphone kit, whatever it's called, that you buy. And I need to put numbers on them so I know which one I've charged most recently. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I believe when we last were here, you can tell I was polishing. You see the filth on my finger? Just don't look at it. This is the bracelet that I had pulled out, and I think it stopped the sound recording right in the middle of this piece, which gave me an opportunity to go and do a little bit of research on it. This piece is by, and it's actually stamped right into the leather, Annie Parker. And I believe this is her signature back here. I can't say 100%, but it looks like it could be. I did look these up online. She's got some really pretty pieces, and this is a really nice soft leather here. This one does not look like it's been worn. If you look at the button there, it doesn't look like there's any scratching, which you would probably see because that's going to be the point of contact when it's on your wrist, you know, on a desk or anything, table or something like that. But she sells these for $90 brand new. It's a very pretty piece. This coloration inside here is intentional. This is solid brass, and she does make these all by hand, and I think they're rather impressive. Very pretty. I love the way that it's kind of, you know, crude. I think that is really, really a pretty look. That's the whole reason I bought this jar. That and a little earring that I thought I saw on the bottom. The rest of it, I don't really have high hopes for, to be honest with you, but we'll find out. Anyway, as I said, she sells these for 90 brand new. Let me give you a length on this one. So, well, to the first snap, it's about 8.5. To the second, it's about 7.25. Very comfortable bracelet. I did put it on. The inside is nice and soft. She does have this piece of leather attached here so that you're not getting any sort of contact to the metal parts or the leather that she's got tying that on. That makes it a lot more comfortable. But really funky piece, isn't it? And if you're interested in this piece, you're welcome to it for, let's say, I'm going to say 28, because I think I love this piece. Really, really pretty. Very pretty brown leather too. I like the choice on that. There's some colors of leather that I'm just not a big fan of, but this is nice. And it's the first time I've ever seen any of her work, but apparently she does very well with that. She is an artisan, you know, so this isn't like you're not going to see 500 of these, but you do see a handful online, and they're really pretty. Okay, so let's put that there. I did get something to eat and had a little bit of coffee while we broke because I was kind of fading out. And hopefully that make me a little peppier here. Oh, got stuff flying everywhere. Let me see, what was that? It's another one of those little earring backs. What does that say on it? Anything? No, it just says, put me over there, Tina, leave me alone. Okay, fine, I'll do that. All right, here, little bubbly bubbly. Looks like a little tassel. We got tassels going. Yahoo! Pretty crystal beads though, aren't they? AB coating on. Ooh, nice color. And this is caught on something. Lego. There we go. All right, let's see what kind of length on this chain we have. We got 12. It's a long one. We have my magnets decided it wants to be part of the creation. Fine, go ahead. Go ahead. So the drop before you get to the tassels is 16 inches, and then you have these little tassels that are, longest one is 7 inches. This is not my favorite style of necklace, but there are a lot of pretty components in this necklace. And it does look pretty when people wear them. I'm always doing stuff, so this will wind up in my soup, you know. It doesn't work for me. But if you'd like this necklace, how about we say 3 for this one? That's a nice little something something. All right, here we have a Ethiopian Rastafarian themed bracelet. Got the little shells that I can't think of the name of right at the moment. Should have had a little bit more coffee and dinner, I guess. Have a little, looks like a bone closure there. That's pretty. You know, for what it is, it's well made. It's not too shabby. It doesn't look like a cheap tourist piece. I mean, you can tell the cheapy tourist piece. And I did not see any of these when I was in Ethiopia, so this is probably like Jamaica or something. I can't get it up, the button undone again. And I'm not going to stress over it because I mean, this isn't the most exciting piece in the whole wide world. So it's about 6.25. And if anybody would like this one, how about we say 3? It's cute. Little piece of something or other. There is so much filth and dirt inside this thing. I think they shook the bottom of a bag into this container and just said, meh, let them deal with it. That's an interesting little piece. Okay, it's a key ring on an ear wire. Little nasty cheap earring. It looks very, very worn. And then we have, oh, that's cute. Looks like a little apple and strawberry. Oh, a little girl's thing. Got some wear on it. I wonder if that'll come off, or if it's spent, or that'll polish off. Let me see. It's got some scratching on it, but little girls wear these things, so they're probably going to get beat up a bit, you know. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of scratching on it. I'm going to see if it'll clean up. If it will clean up, I'll probably throw it in a kid lot for my booth. If you're really in love with it and you want it, you just say so. I'd be happy to let you have it. Yucca. Oh, we have a pair. Why? I mean, they're key rings. Somebody was having some fun making bizarre jewelry. All right. I'm not going to judge. I am not going to judge. That is not my place. What do you suppose? Is that a wine charm? I think it's probably a wine charm. I'm not a fan of the wine charm. First of all, I would never remember to take them out and use them. And I don't know quite where to put them. I just ripped my lovely Bounty. You know, do they go in your liquor cabinet? Because that's not where your wine goes. And where we keep the wine is not where I can really see the surface. So there's nothing that ever get used. I don't know. Why I went into that diatribe? No idea. All right, I'm trying to get this out. This jewelry is oogie. Do you? That's a bead cap. Do you suppose that the girls at Goodwill were having fun making jewelry with pieces in the bottom, or these are just little teeny tiny crystal things that do not really look like? Yeah, somebody just like took some stuff and put it together. We have a pair of these. I'm going to put all of this in crafts. I can't imagine anybody would be interested in it. A couple of little cheap earrings here, little black stars, a bit worn. And this, I don't believe is a ring. I think that's probably a component of, I guess it could be a ring. I don't know. What do you think? Think it's a ring or a loop that fell off some sort of funky necklace? Don't look at my hands. They're disgusting. Don't look at me. I'm not an animal. Huh. Well, I suppose it could be a ring, right? I mean, anything could be a ring if you try hard enough. Okay, this is a blonde gold piece. Lots of loop-de-doopties on it. It's kind of feels icky. Needs a clean. So I will clean it if you're interested. It looks like all the coloration is on there. If this is something that you'd like, how about we say, let's say $2 for that. Okay, this is an interesting thing here too. And it's stuck. Coldwater Creek. Really? It's like Fimo dough. Oh. Looks like we have a big long strand of the feminine. Huh. What do you think of that one? Let me see. Do you think somebody remade this, or do you really think this is a Coldwater Creek piece? Typically, Coldwater Creek, you know, they use some sort of natural elements in it. The gold color is all good on the chain. I like the Rolo. The pretty Rolo. It's dirty. I don't know. Well, I'm going to say if anybody wants this one, the JJs and all, you can have it for let's say 3 on that one. Okay. Here's one of these little cuff bracelets, little tiny thing. Looks like it was not worn unless somebody just didn't mind that. Not marked. Little leaf motif. This one is a size about a 7 1/4. And if you'd like this one, how about we say $2? It looks to be brand new, as evidenced by the part of a tag. Wow, I hope we get some stuff in here. So far, we've got things that I normally wouldn't bother with. All right. That's funny. Little jump ring earring. Crazy. It gets better. You can't even see that one. It's like microscopic. Let me just pull all that out of here. Oh gosh, that's funny. You think they did that at Shop Goodwill? This wasn't Shop Goodwill. This was my Goodwill around the corner and under a tree. I don't know if they did those in the store The girl seemed to be pretty proud of putting them together, so maybe she did. I don't know. I don't know. There were 3 of them there, and I'm quite proud of myself because I didn't buy all 3 of them. I actually took a look. The other 2 were pretty much primarily paparazzi. All right, so this is very poorly put together. And I think that's going to go in craft. And this looks like it's either there was another rung to it or be good pieces for somebody to use in maybe not jewelry, but some other resin product or project or something or other. Ooh, I got a magnet. Hey, thanks. You can always use those. I have that one somewhere. Is that mine and it fell down? No, mine's right there. Well, this is a pretty little bobbly thing. Little rhinestone rondelles in it and all sorts of sparklies. It's not the most highly expensive necklace I've ever held in my hands. It's an 18-inch necklace, but pretty. You know, it had a little sparkle. And if you'd like this little sparkle, you can have it for 2. All right. Have a little Eiffel Tower earring. Just looks like a little bit of costume. I believe. Yeah, it's just a little costume piece. And a little star. And what is this? Gosh, I hope we find something interesting in here. Well, that bracelet was definitely worth it. I like that bracelet a lot. And hopefully that silver earring that I want is in the bottom. And if it's just one, it won't matter because I want it for Jeffrey. So that's pretty. It's really cheap and tinny, but you know, cheap and tinny on your ears isn't the worst thing because you don't want to weigh them on down. Oh, we'll see if we get that one. I like it though. All right, what do we have? Yep. Have more wine charms here. Ow. Just poked myself with something. Oh. What is this attached to? There's like a... Are you kidding me? What the hell? Here we have a bread tie earring. Somebody was just having fun, I think. Well, I said anything could be a ring, so I guess anything with that sort of logic can be an earring as well. That's funny. And here's the rest of these wine charms. Okay, Lego. Ew, we have a little biological going on. Those things happen. They have like little snowflakes. They're cute. Let's see how many we have so far. 4. We have pink, red, blue, and white. I don't know if there's any more or not, but I'm sure we'll find out. Well, here we have a beautiful gold jump ring on an ear wire. This is funny. And then gunmetal black, so you can, match several outfits with that. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. What's my light doing? I feel like its light is not right. I always feel like my light is not right, but let me put this on the neck. I like this one. A little rhinestone number, but it's cute. And this isn't bad either. A little round suede purple. Matches that perfectly. Probably came with it. That's probably why it matches. How about that? Oh, I like this. I have no idea. I don't think it's paparazzi. I mean, it doesn't feel like, paparazzi quality. It feels actually quite nice. Oh, I like it. Look how sparkly. A lot of sparkles on there. AB coating and purples and pinks and almost like a lilac. It's a little bit pinker in real life than it looks here, but you do catch the purple as well. Well, that one isn't horrible. And this is a 18-inch rope, and then the pendant itself is about, oh gosh, 1.5 inches. Really pretty. Look at those rhinestones. They're absolutely popping. Cute. Well, how about we say if you'd like this one, let's say 8. That's nice. It's a nice one. I'm sticking to that lid. Ew. All right, the hundreds. Haven't the slightest idea. Anybody else? No clue. I'll look it up online, give it a gander, see what that's about, because it's always fun to know. Could be something, could be nothing. That was astute, wasn't it? All right. Yep, I was just That noise you heard was me mauling my microphone to make sure it's still working. I'm trying to get this off. That's a timely statement, isn't it? Girl, it's a bobby pin. Uh, I don't know that anybody would actually want that. So I'll put it over here. And then let's see, hopefully we have some more of those awesome homemade earrings, because those, you can't not have the set on those. You got to have all of them. Oh boy. Wow. The earrings are a pain in the butt, aren't they? That's kind of cute. Little cheapy costume, probably 29 million on a card, But I like it. Huh. What do you suppose that is? I have a bit of paranoia now after after the pasties from last that I'm gonna find some wacky body jewelry. You know what this probably is though? It's probably a ring of some kind, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably a ring. It does have some color loss on it though. Let me see if that'll polish off, if it's just tarnish or if it's actually color loss. Yeah, it's got some color loss. You can see it's a little brassy on the end, so I'll just throw that in craft. Maybe somebody can craft it up. Whatever. All right, let me see if I can get this untangled. Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys an experience that I had. If you do something similar, if you ever have any scrap gold, this might be of use to you, this conversation. I had a whole bunch of scrap gold, and the person that I normally use is in Virginia Beach, and it's quite a trek for me to go there. Well, it's not. It's like an hour. So I decided to try one of these online gold things. I said, you can send it in, free estimate. If you don't like their price, they'll send it back. Oh, well, this makes more sense. Okay, Girl Boss. So that's actually slightly cute. And if anybody wants these, how about we say you can have them for two for the set? All right, that makes more sense. Anyway, I used this place, and I'm not going to say the name, just caveat, just be careful if you use these online places. I sent in my scrap. I weighed it out. I put it into individual categories, and I calculated about what I should be getting. Now I know that they need to get their cut because they don't do this out of the goodness of their heart. But anyway, I calculated my value to come back at about $1,100 for what I sent in. I get the offer back, it's 500, and they say to call if you don't want to accept it, or if you do want to accept it. So of course I immediately call and say, no, thank you. And the kid on the phone says, well, hold on one second, puts me on hold, probably, went to the bathroom or got a coffee or something, came back and said, I got authorization to increase the number to 900. I'm like, you nearly doubled it. Something is really, really bizarre here. And I can't quite remember the conversation, but I spoke with him quite some time. And finally, he comes back with an offer of 1,300, which I happily accepted because it was more than I was expecting to get. But slimy, slimy business practice. Slimy business practice. I would never recommend that anybody use one. Now, there may be some good ones. That was not a good one. So, I mean, luckily I knew what I was, how the system works and whatnot, and what you're supposed to get. But I can imagine people just sending stuff in and them quoting that number. They'd be like, oh, I'll take it. And that's awful. That is just terrible, don't you think? Anyway, so that's my little story for today. The end. All right, what is this? Well, that's kind of interesting. A little bit tinny. Let's use their magnet. I don't think that's a precious metal. Really cute though. It's bent, so that would have to be, I'll have to put that on my mandrel and straighten it out. I usually don't like these, but I like that closure because it's not as futzy as the others. And I don't like the ones that don't have a closure on them, that you kind of have to just, well, this one's kind of bent up, so I'm going to put it in craft. All right, let's see what else we got. Ooh, we have more of this fine line of wired earrings. Another match to that other gunmetal jump hoop. Woohoo! All right, almost have this one free. I think I saw a Coldwater Creek for this one too. Yep, there it is. I've seen some very, very, very nice Coldwater Creek pieces, and I've seen some very okay. That's nice Coldwater Creek pieces. Another little earring, which has impaled itself on this chain. Ah, I've been watching this kid online. I don't know if you ever watch people who purchase storage units that people haven't paid up on and they lose them. But for some reason, this kid keeps popping up on my timeline. I keep commenting. He's probably going to think I'm some like weird old lady. But I don't know. I just like watching his videos. His channel is his name is Keg, like a beer keg, Keg. I'm trying to think of his. I think it's Keg's Hidden Treasure. But if you like watching those types of videos, you should go pop over and see him. He's new. He's doing great though. He's got more subscribers than I do, and he's just seemed to have just started. This looks like a little ring. It's cute. I've seen this kind before. Um, where's my ring mandrel? Here it is. This is a 5-ish, and it'll probably stretch out. If you'd like this one, you can have it for $1. And a minimum order of $5. Wow, this is just like not the most impressive jewelry lot, but fun. It's fun just to get a new lot and go through it. I have no business buying jewelry. I have so much, but it's an addiction. Okay, this is actually kind of nice. It's got wooden elements to it. Those are faux pearls. And then all the copper, these little dangly danglies. Have some milligrain work on these. And I thought those were sparkly, but I don't think they are. Let me just get a length on this thing, and then we can put it on the neck and have a look-see. So 24, 36-inch chain. So it's, you can do a lot with this. I do like copper. I do like to do a better job of putting things on the neck than this, but that's what we got today, folks. That's who I am today. But that's cute. And if anybody would like this one at Coldwater Creek, some people collect them, some people don't collect them, but if you want this piece, you can have it for $4. Alrighty, another little yin yang. I think that's one of those carded pieces. Oh, that looks like that could be a sterling piece. Somebody was fond of the Eiffel Tower. That's cute. Little clip-on. Cute. All right, what do we have here? Oriental Trading Company. Oh gosh. These are going to be some high-value necklaces, folks. These will be good to put in my kit lots. There's a retirement bus that comes to the shop. So there's always grandmothers there. One time when I was there, this lady picked up one necklace for one of her grandmother's grandchildren, and she wanted a matching one. So I didn't have a matching one right there, but this would be good for that. So put this in for grandmas to pick up, put $1 each on them so they can buy something for their grandchildren. I think it's sweet when they, a lot of them are on fixed incomes when they're in those places and don't have a ton to spend. So I like the idea of giving them something like that. And this looks like it is an old vintage sterling chain. Yeah, we got soldered chain there. This is nice. An older piece. Let's take a peek. Let's not break it. Let's not break it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm not liking these little girl necklaces as much right now. I'm kidding. That's a pretty little tree of life. Well, if you buy it, you have to take all the little girl necklaces with it. Sorry. I'm sure it will look nice. You can wear it with these earrings that have the the jump rings on them. That'll be a lovely look. What were they thinking? I wonder if it's like a kid who did that, maybe. In that instance, it's a little bit more fun. Let's see if there's any markings on this. I don't see any on this. And I didn't actually see it on here, but it just looks sterling to me. The soldering and the workmanship. Yeah, there's a 925 mark and a baby tiny jump ring. Look at that little thing. So cute. And it does say have the sterling mark there. Let's give it a quick test just to, I don't think we have a ton of stuff to test today, so apparently I've been busy scratching stuff from pricing things for the booth and whatnot. Okay, that was the pendant. That's a spring ring. Let's see if I can get a little scratch on this chain. I don't see the reason to do it though, because I'm pretty sure this is sterling, but what the heck, right? What the heck? That silver salt reaction, and we have it. We have a very small reaction there, but I truly don't want to re-scratch that. Very pretty. Actually, you know what? I am going to re-scratch it in case that one was the pendant. I don't think it was. I think that was the jump ring, and I didn't really go on it hard. Move that over. And you can do this with the acid. You can kind of move it across because that reaction will only stop once all of the silver is bound with the, yeah, it is, there's a sterling reaction there with the acid and it's neutralized. So it's not going to give you a false read to do that. I think I went through that chemical reaction in another video. If anybody's interested in me doing that again, I'd be happy to because I'm a sciencey nerd. I could use my degree once in a while, you know. Alrighty, here we go. This is the sweetest little chain. It's just very fine. Nice long one too. Let's see. I was expecting this to be a 16 incher. I think it is. Yeah, this is 19 inches long. So the drop is 20. So that's a nice long chain. Really pretty. Beautiful little sterling tree of life. And if anybody would like this one, how about we say 18? It's an old vintage piece. It's very pretty sterling. And the mouse is going to eat the chain on me. Here we go. Oh. Really pretty. Chain is nice and soft too. I'm going to put this over here. I don't want it to pollute these beautiful earrings over here. So, all right, we have a handful of these little shell necklaces. If you do want one of these, you can have them for $1. But like I said, I'm going to put them in the booth for the grandmas to pick up for their grand. Oh, sorry about that. Almost knocked you unconscious with that one. All right, what do we have here? I'm looking to make sure my microphone, it is still working. I have paranoia now. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be life if we didn't get one of these leather beauties, would it? Craft. I love the sound of this. It's the cheapest feeling necklace you ever want to touch, but I love the sound. This would be really good in craft. I can see this used for, making sun catchers or putting it on wind chimes or something, just to give a little sparkle with it. I wouldn't think it's the most beautiful thing in the world for a from a distance maybe. I don't know. I don't want to prejudge the jewelry, but I'm going to put that in craft. And if that's your favorite piece that you've ever seen in your life and you're upset with me, I'm sorry. I'm sure that's not the case though. Oh boy. That's interesting. That twisted cord. That was a process putting that together. It's almost like a weave. I love little details like that. Noticing them. All right. Well, we have a long silver cord on this one. And then some glass beads. Looks like a piece of howlite. Let me see. I don't know why I'm testing. Oh, I can't test it because I unplugged my Presidium. to plug in my microphone. But this is natural stone, probably howlite. If anybody wants this one, some cute pieces to craft with. It wouldn't be a bad look in the summer. How about we say 2 for that? Okay, what else we got in here? Wolf. Huh. So that's a bracelet. A lot of wear on that one. Whoever owned this one loved it. They sure did. I'm going to put this in craft. Somebody may be able to take those off and, I don't know, do something with them. Do something. This is a rather skeevy suede thing. I'm actually just going to pop that in the circular file because it's not anything you can wash it, and it was dirty. Look, ooh, that's pretty. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that one. All right, let me get this out of the. Please don't break. Hi, Woofy. You can't breathe like that. They're gonna think that I'm a pervert over here. That I'm the one breathing like that, puppy. What you need? What you need? Go down and see Daddy. He's not doing anything. Go bother Daddy. He's my biggest fan. What? Hold on a second. Let me pick up the pup. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. See, there's Woofy's tail. Hi. Yeah, hi. You're such a good boy. All right. So let's see if we can do this with pup. So this is oh, now we got the other pup coming. A coin medallion with some loops on it. Maybe paparazzi. I don't know. I'm just gonna say, if anybody wants this one, you can have it for 2. Let me stretch it out a little bit. Kind of not giving you the best look at this because I got a puppy in my arms here. So that's what it looks like. It's a big long one. It looks like it's probably 24 inches. And not a bad thing for $2. All right, what else we got now? Oh, that's actually kind of a pretty piece. That horn or plastic. Yeah, see how you can see the edges here? How there's layers of keratin. This is horn. And it's funny because the video that I was going to do for this week is actually a lot of horn and antler jewelry. But I picked this one up today, and like the child that I am, couldn't wait to get into it. So we're doing this one. I like this piece. I don't love the cord. These are kind of pretty. That's a very pretty piece. That also looks like horn. Now, let's see. What do you think? Definitely like, cruise wear. Going to the islands or something. Again, this cord is I've kind of got lost with the cord. I think I'm going to see if I can find something more appropriate to put that on because I like it. And we got to show some respect to the animals who gave their horns. If you're not aware, and I'm sure I'll say this in the next video, any horn that we get today is ethically sourced. Basically, it's just byproduct of buffalo or beef cattle that either throw the horns in the garbage after they've done what they do to procure our meat supply, or they use it, and it's kind of nice that they use it. I like that. I like that palm frond. That's neat. Let's see what we can find to do with that one. Spiff it up a little bit. Let's see if I can get this pretty thing out now. Oh, hey, we got the other one. We did. Let me see. Oh, look at that. That's funny. I thought that was going to be something different. I saw the seed beads on it. Went, oh, that could be cute or not. These are cheap as hell, but they're cute. And if anybody wants these ones, you can have them for $2. Nah, for $1. Again, $5 minimum on here. This is not cheap, though. That's beautiful. Look at that. Almost gothic, that cross, except for the sparklies on it. Really pretty. That purple is gorgeous. Is that shining in the camera as well as it is for me? Wow. You can see so many colors in that. It's always the case, though, isn't it? It just isn't as pretty when you video as it is in real life. This is really pretty. This is an 18-inch chain. The cross is an inch long, and that is just lovely. They're glass stones. They're not rhinestones. Let me see. They might actually even be CZ. I don't see any sort of markings on here. I don't think this is sterling. I think it's probably more than likely rhodium plated though. So that's, oh, you see the color in that stone now? That's what I was trying to get it to show you before. I like this one. Wow, yay, we actually got something really good in here. That's cool. Let me just see what the, oh, I can't do it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Well, if I were at all paranoid, I would think there was some sort of conspiracy. My phone died, so I had to stop and charge it. Um, yeah, these are CZ. I just whoop, hit the metal on that one. That one started going up. I'm like, that's not diamond with the CZ center stone. But this is very pretty. I did look at this one. It does say that it's 18 karat gold plated. I am not going to scratch this to see because we don't want to scratch plating, and I think it's just pretty on its own. I mean, I love the chain, that kind of like, I always think of Morse code when I see this type of chain, the dot dash. And I'm going to say, if you'd like this one, how about I show you on the neck? I think I did that, but guys, this has been so disjointed for me because everything keeps stopping on me. That is really pretty. Bring it up a little closer if it's not going to go. Yeah, the light is, there we go. I love this piece. How about we say 15 for this? It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous necklace. Gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, this is not it. This is a nasty mess. It's I think that's World Market with the elephant on there, isn't it? But it's just it's a mess. I'd probably cut the band off and put this in a watch lot that I'm doing for repair. Oh, speaking of which, I did buy two pieces single at Goodwill. This fossil watch I picked up, popped a new battery in it. It's working great. All of the little parts and pieces work here. Let me see, we'll look at this one. Let me see if that's going to do it. Yeah, see the second hand going there? And stop it and put it back. So this one, if anybody here would like this is a men's watch, gunmetal. I'm going to put this one on eBay for probably 45, or I'll probably put it on for 50 or best offer. If anybody here would like it, you can have it for 25. There's absolutely no scratches on the crystal. Everything is in great working order. Very nice fossil watch. Needs a little polish. Got a couple little micro scratches on there, but there you go. If you're interested in that one, it is a men's watch, and this can actually, I don't know how you would adjust it without the links on it. So it's coming down to, let me make it shaped, probably about a 7. I wonder if a lady wore this. It definitely could. But of course the band could get switched out or what have you. Anyway, I was just happy that it worked once I put a battery in. So there's that one. The other thing that I picked up that I just bought separately are these really pretty pair of earrings. I love the gold color on this. They almost look like they're plated. This is a Sugar Fix, a bauble bar piece. They look brand new. Really great condition. See, there's the Sugar Fix. I just thought these were beautiful. And if you would like these, you can have them for 7. They're pretty. And they are 2 inches long. Just really, really nice gold tone on those. Love it. All right, so I almost forgot those. All right. Oh, I did find more of the wine charms, by the way. So if anybody wants a set of wine charms, there are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, the appropriate number of wine charms. If anybody would like the set of wine charms, you can have them for 3. If not, I'll probably put them in my booth around the holidays because they seem to have like, Owa Tagu Sayam, Owa Tagu Sayam, oh what a goose I am. Oh my gosh, I figured I would try saging the area. You have no idea the trouble I've had with this video. Microphone died, phone died, charge the microphone, no sound halfway through the video. So I thought maybe somebody's got a voodoo doll. Let me sage the area. I don't know. I'm just being silly, of course, but well, I'm going to give this a try again. Now, I have gone through this entire video, all of these pieces. So basically what I'm going to do here is just kind of a recap of what I pulled out when the video was not something that I could show. What a crazy thing. This pendant is a Leah Sophia. It's really cute. It is 2.5 inches long and 2 inches wide. Gold tone with some pretty cabochons on there. Nice little, these are faux marcasets. That's not really a stone in there, I don't think. I think that's just its texture in the pendant itself. I do like this twisty over here. I like her jewelry. Leah Sophia makes some interesting pieces, and they tend to be pretty good quality as well. If anybody would like this pendant, you can have this one for, let's say, $4. It's a good one. I may have a chunky gold Leah Sophia chain. I don't know. If you're interested, just ask, and I'll take the time to take a peek in there. So that one we looked at. There was a whole bunch of, oh, let me show you this. This is all the bits and pieces. Remember, I had showed some of these rings that somebody had, earrings rather, someone had created with basic findings on here. So all of this is going into craft. It's just silliness. I did have this memory wire necklace as well, which is also going into craft. It's missing rhinestone somewhere, but some pieces in there that somebody could definitely do something with. So that's going to be a craft thingy. This ring, it's a pretty stretch. There is wear on the back of it, however. So yeah, it's not bad wear, but you do see the copper coming through. So that one I'm probably just going to pop in craft as well. Had a bunch of these lucite rings, which are cute. These are all size 8. They have little pretty sparklies inside them. These are available for $2 each if you'd like them. I'm probably going to wind up throwing them in my booth, kind of like, impulse buy type tray. So there are those pretty colors. We have the kind of the amber glass look, this pretty sea blue. This is a light pink, and then this orangey pink peach. I don't even know what color you would call that. It's kind of like a salmon. But that's those. I'm sorry for flying through these, but I just there were some good things at the end, so I want to get to those. A little couple of surprises, actually. We had this little stretchy. They're just acrylic beads, wood bead, tassel. This one is available for $1 if anybody wants it. We have another stretch here. This is actually the lava stone tiger's eye. Little pretty, it's just a silver tone. I didn't even test that, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that's just silver tone. Let me just give it a little scratch over here. You never know with these types of aromatherapy bracelets, because the price range on these is crazy. Yeah, that's just silver tone on that one. I'm not sure why people spend $22 on these, but that's the price I'm seeing. If anybody would like this one, you can have it for $5. That's a cute little embellishment there. That's probably a maker's mark. I couldn't find anything. This did give me opportunity, by the way, to look stuff up, so that's cool. We did that. Let me make sure that sage is not burning. It took me forever to get that to light because I don't know where it's from. But I guess it went out. Okay, good. This was a cool chain. This is very urban. It's a Gucci style chain. What else is that called? Mariner's chain. Black enamel on it. It's, let me see how long this one is. It's 24. And it says about 36 inches, this chain. Very nice Cuban chain. That's the word I was looking for, Cuban. Looks to be in perfect condition. It's a nicely made piece that you can feel the quality when you hold this. These are kind of a unisex piece. Both men and women wear them. And this is another one that the price is all over the place. I'm going to say $6 for this one. And if you look them up online, you're going to see them selling anywhere from, 15 to 30 to 10 in some instances where they're kind of a lesser piece. But Yeah, that's the price for these. Alrighty. Alrighty, my cracky. Oh, these I pulled out. These are just really cheap little Oriental Trading Company necklaces. They have a little shell piece and a faux pearl. These are going to be great for my booth. I have a lot of elderly people who come in on the bus from the retirement home, and they always like to snap up little things for the grandchildren. So those would be good. If you do want one of those, let me know, but I didn't think you'd probably be too awfully interested. And this is a little piece that says, "A piece of my heart has wings." So obviously a little memorial piece. It's all in perfect condition. It's not sterling silver. The silver tone is great. Probably something that was purchased at Walmart or Target or something. And if you'd like this one, you can have it for $3. I mean, it's a perfectly good necklace. It's, if you've lost somebody, that will have some meaning to you. Alrighty. Oh, these were in there. These are made well. They have titanium posts. They're made with recycled materials. Let me see where it said that. Right there. Didn't give us any sort of pricing on here. These are ginormous. They're 3.5-inch hoops. Gold tone is all in good shape. Apparently they're brand new. I mean, the description on the package matches the earrings themselves. So I kind of think that they are brand new. I also don't see any sort of maker's mark on here, which is interesting to point out, because we know in the future that there may, what's that? A little something going on right there. I don't know if a weld got popped or something. So anyway, maybe somebody just had them in their jewelry box for a while, or this got tumbled around in the donation pile. But I'm going to ask $2 for these if anybody would like them. I was going to say $5, but I just saw that little tiny mark on there. So $2 is good. What I was babbling about before I didn't finish my entire sentence was that we know that sometimes these made well pieces don't have any sort of maker's mark on them. So it's always good to pick up that kind of info here and there. Oh, these are pretty. These were described in a couple of different ways. These were a back to school piece, and those people who were, and these were sold because I saw a lot of them were out of stock. $22, $15. There's one on Walmart that's a pride flag type of thing. Those were, I think, $15. They're cute. They're felt backed. Obviously pre-owned. There might be a little bit of, no, it's just, I guess that's just shadow. They're not dirty on the back. And if you're interested in these, I'll put new backs on them, because I always like to just, cleaning these things, the backs is just painful. There's no sense in doing it unless there happen to be precious metal or marked with a designer name. Then you want to take that time, but just generic backs, no, chuck them and put new ones. If anybody would like these, you can have them for $5. Is anybody seeing tatas besides me? I've become warped. I'm sorry. Oh my Lord. Here's a little stretch ring. It's natural pearl. They're freshwater. It's, let me see. Well, first of all, let's just check the stretch. The stretch is good. Oh, that's Woofy losing his mind. Shh, puppy. We're doing important video stuff here, buddy. Okay, so this is sits non-stretched at like an 8. So probably this ring belonged to the same person who owned those lucite rings. And if you would like this one, you can have it for $3. It is natural pearl. I'm always worried that these are going to pop, although this stretch is in really good shape. All right, what else we got? We got 2 barking dogs on my couch looking out the window because somebody had the nerve to drive by my home. I have the windows open because it's just stuffy in here. I need fresh air. So this is very 1980s. I have a couple of pieces that are real gold and puppies. Excuse me 1 minute, guys. I'm sorry. All right, I guess the commotion is over. They've decided, well, nope. Wiki, shh. All these people are here watching us. You're making them think that you're a crazy boy. I'm going to have to bring them downstairs. All right, I gave it a shot. Where's that sage again? I think I need it. This has just become a comedy of errors. Anyway, this is a very 1980s piece. These were very popular. I have a couple of these in amethyst and in onyx. They have they made them in faux like this one, and they also made them in real gold, which I have. I need to take that and get it something done with it because it was a wired piece, and um, it just became fragile over time. Anyway, this is just gold tone on here, and I believe this is an anklet because it is 10 inches long. Very cute little thing, all faux. And if anybody's interested in this one, how about we say $2 for this one? Alrighty, I feel the need to like rush now because everything's working. Who knows how long it's going to last for me here. This is a little ring. Let's see what size it is. It is a 5.5 silver tone. It's got little textured beads on it. It's cute. I'm assuming this is a finger ring and not something that goes somewhere else. I've had similar pieces to this and just kind of always assumed it was a finger ring, but it may be a nose ring. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. I'm probably not going to offer it until I know that information. I never did look that one up, never thought of it. All right, this piece perplexes me. There's a little mark on the back, and when I put it under the and and star, that comes up as a 925 mark, as does the lobster clasp closure. Well, it's all twisted now. And this one also has a purity mark on it of 925. The only piece of this that I could get a positive test for sterling was the lobster clasp. I didn't test that ring. That's probably sterling too, but I'm not comfortable offering this piece because I don't like it when things are marked with sterling and they're not. I'll probably look into it a little bit more just to see what the scoop is with it. But pretty thing about this piece is it has a small little rutilated quartz pendant. You see those rutiles in there? They're like little needle-like shapes that grow through rock quartz, crystal quartz rather. And unlike other stones where when you have inclusions on there, it decreases the value, rutiles increase the value of stone. Matter of fact, they're just strewn all the way through. It's kind of, did you just catch that light? It was like a blue light that kind of reflected back on one of those rutiles. I thought there was a crack on the back of this, but it's just a rutile going across. You see that little line that looks almost like a fissure? Those are all rutiles. And I did test. Ooh, see that? Oh, that's pretty. I did test this. It does test as quartz. So what I'm going to do is remake this piece. I'm going to take the little rutile piece and probably find a nice little gold-filled chain or vermeil chain and put it on there and bring it back at some point because I'm not happy with this piece that says it's sterling and it's not telling the truth. Not nice. All right, so have 4 more things to look at. This watch was in there, and I did go ahead and change the battery out on it. It's an August Steiner. I believe this is a woman's watch. And if you look in there, instead of having the numbers, they have very tiny tiger's eye beads. Isn't that pretty? And then all the little rhinestones about the face of it. We have mother of pearl on the back of the watch face, of course. Very pretty. Look at the colors in that mother of pearl. I still need to do some cleaning on this bit. Probably will remove the pins and give this a thorough cleaning because these watch bands it's really hard to clean them unless you take that apart because of course you don't want to dunk that in water. So if you are interested in this one, I would say it's available to you for, let's say, $18. They sell about, I don't know, I saw this one listed for about 80. I have no idea. But for you guys, 18, it does work. I did put a new battery in there. And if not, I am going to start popping watches on eBay because I have several very nice watches that, now that I've learned how to change batteries, I'm going to offer those up. Isn't that pretty? All right. So now we get into the last couple of pieces. This is the earring that I saw on the bottom of the bag that ultimately made me purchase it. And then I couldn't find it again because it got lost in the tumble. It's a little wolf face, or it may be a fox, but I'm going to determine it's a wolf. And I'm going to give this one to Jeffrey. It's sterling silver. And there was just the one, so it'll be perfect for him. I don't know if he can wear post earrings. He's been wearing hoops. Well, since I bought him hoop earrings, little tiny ones, but I'll see what he thinks about this one. It's cute. And I also found this bracelet in there that I thought was probably an old Coro or some old costume jewelry. It turns out this is sterling silver. And that is lucite moon glow glass. Gosh, I lost the word there for a minute. And this is what the backs look like. Every single piece has a purity mark in there. I could not, through my research, find out who the manufacturer is of this one. What the markings inside say is N, like the letter N, like November, 925, and then the letter S, like sterling. Very pretty. And I did polish this up a bit because it was filthy. I washed it, I polished it, and it's a beautiful little bracelet now. That blue is so pretty. It is sterling. It's a hefty piece of sterling too, heavy bracelet. And it is clasped up. It'll come to, oh, my brain just broke. Sorry about that. Probably about an 8, 7 3/4. So it's a longer one. Let me link it up and put it on the bracelet mandrel. All right. Yeah, 7 1/2, 7 3/4. So I'm glad I did that because I kind of would have represented that as being a little bit longer than it really is. It's a really nice, probably mid-century modern on this one. And like bracelets, I'm finding selling online 50, 60. If anybody wants this one, you can have it for 38. It's very pretty. The thermoset is really nice. Nice color. Really nice color. So that was a surprise. My $19 Goodwill box. I didn't expect that. I didn't even see it when I looked through. And the last thing that I found in here, I'm sure the person who threw them in thought they were part of that whole lot of, the carded, what you calls them, little tiny earrings, little posts. Lord in heaven, do you do jewelry, Tina? Obviously, we can't quite believe that because you don't know any of the right terms. But these are little diamond cut 14 karat gold dolphins. Aren't they cute? Now they are kind of like a molded gold, but I did test them. They are 14 karat gold. They are marked 14 karat gold on the post, and they have screwbacks. So that's when you see screwbacks, definitely pay attention because they don't put those on just anything. Those are usually meant to keep. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I did have them available, but I seem to have lost the other earring. So anyway, I'm going to cut the video here. I'm kidding. Give me a second. I'm going to go find the silly thing. Why am I not surprised that that happened? So here they are. I do not have backs to put on these, so I will put on some of those silicone posts, which is actually what they came with. I won't give you these because I don't, these, I have no idea how old and dirty those are, but I'll put brand new ones on there. And I tried to weigh these. They're probably about a penny weight of gold. I looked them up. They are vintage, as you can, those diamond laser cuts on there, that's 70s all day long. So I am only going to ask, I think, let me see. I'm going to ask, I'll do 38 on these as well. It's a little bit of gold. It's not a ton of gold, but it is, less than probably the penny weight of gold on here that I'm asking. But I think I want to get them out to everybody. So they're cute, right? Little dolphins. My fingers are filthy. Don't look under my nails. Oh, my Lord. So I managed to get through the video. I didn't poke an eye out. Didn't break a leg or anything like that, which is shocking to me after the whole thing that I had to go through to actually get this video done. It's been insane. But I'm so happy that you joined me. Thank you for doing so. Again, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, like the video, leave me a comment, all those happy things. It really does help, and I would really appreciate it if you like the video. It helps other people know it's a good one. And complete and total mess that it's been, and comedy of errors, I had a great time. I was a little bit frustrated in times, I'm not going to lie. Might have, used some of my not so pleasant words at points in time, but hey, we got through. We got a video done, right? And for 19 bucks, we didn't do bad. I'm not unhappy with what was in that bag. Where's that little sterling number? Here we go. And then we have, of course, some other pieces that are fun over there. But thank you again for popping in on my channel and watching the video. I'm only going to be putting one out this week because it's now Wednesday and I have fought the battle so long that I don't have time to do another one. We have a yard sale coming up. Lord help me, pray for me. Oh, this one too I wanted to show you. And so I got to put some effort into that. Not fun at all. Not fun, but it's a necessary evil. At the very least, everything will be outside of the house, and after the yard sale, you can just go to the curb. All right, well, you all take care, and I will see you next week at Amber Field Mouse Jewelry. Bye-bye.